Hi everyone, my name is Julie Henderson and I'm one of the coaches that has been helping with this What is Coaching group. I'm here today to share my story and how I got involved with coaching. You're going to see that my story is completely different from anybody else's. I didn't start with challenge groups. I didn't start with the support and the motivation and the accountability groups or anything like that. When I started, I didn't know a single coach. I didn't know what coaching was. I didn't know who coaches were. And I was totally by myself. Basically, I bought P90X and I was given a free coach. So as you've probably heard from our What is Coaching group, once you hit a certain rank as a Beachbody coach, you're given free customers. So I was that free customer to somebody. Unfortunately, that person never reached out to me. And so for 2 years, I did P90X by myself in my basement, and I thought that my coach was not even a real person. I thought it was just like some automated online chat. So it was about 2 years into it that I met my coach and found out that coaches were real people. I met a different coach and made a coach switch and found out coaches were real people and found out that not only challenge groups existed, that was the first time I had that support and that accountability, but I also found out that people could become coaches. During the time that I was doing P90X, I was holding myself accountable by posting my workouts on Facebook. People were asking me what I was doing to get my results, and I was telling them P90X and not realizing that I could get reimbursed for it. I was basically coaching already. I was helping people with the program. I was helping people with their meal plans and just from my own experience. And so I was basically a coach. So once I found out about coaching, I honestly thought it was too good to be true. I was like, okay, I'm already doing it. I can get a discount on stuff I'm already buying, and I can earn money while I do it too. Like, there's got to be a catch. So I literally read every word of the P&P, the policies and procedures, and couldn't find anything. And in fact, I read that you could cancel at any time. And so I was like, I guess I have nothing to lose. So during this time, during the 2 years when I was doing P90X, I used to work at General Motors. And I was working swing shift, nights, weekends, holidays, just crazy, crazy, crazy hours. And I got to a point where I dreaded going to work. It was really, really bad. And so I took a leap of faith and quit. And people thought I was completely crazy. And I just knew that I needed to do something that I enjoyed. I made great money. I had great benefits, but it wasn't worth it because I was not happy. And so I left and went back to school. I changed my major a few times, dropped out of college before GM, and afterwards I went to school for aesthetics, which is skincare and massage. So I really liked what I was doing, but I still didn't have that freedom. I was still working for somebody. I still had to ask off time, and it was just, finally I had missed the last holiday. I had missed the last Christmas. My family lives in Canada, and I wasn't able to get off work to go see my family for Christmas. And that was when I was like, okay, I need something. Like, before I had money, but no time freedom and no flexibility, and I hated my job. Now I liked my job, but I still didn't have that flexibility and that freedom. And so when I became a coach, I was just finishing up massage school. So I was going to school full-time, I was working full-time, and I was studying for my state boards, which, if you guys know anybody who's gone to massage school, it is a lot harder than it sounds. And so my time was just completely cramped. But this was just, I just knew that I needed to do this. I just had that feeling, and it was just I had such a draw to it. So I also had no money because I had left GM, and it was probably about 4 years that I was in and out of vocational schools, working part-time jobs, and paying for school, making minimum wage in between. And so I was broke. So I became a coach. I got the Les Mills Pump Challenge Pack, put it on a credit card. My husband's been super supportive from day one, even though he totally didn't understand what I was doing, and he was totally like, what is she getting herself into now? Because, like I said, I had just changed my career path a few times over and over. I was even dog grooming while I was going to school, and so this was just like another career change to him. So I just jumped right in and started coaching, and just really, really went for it. A year into it, I lost my job at the spa, and it was totally last minute, totally unexpected, but it ended up being the best thing that ever could happen to me because I've been a full-time coach ever since, and so that was about a year and a half ago. And then if you watched my husband's video that he posted earlier today, He's been at his job for 22 years. And so when I became a coach, it was never our goal to get either of us out of our jobs. We just wanted to do this. We loved it. I had fun doing it. It was something I was already doing. And so I got into it, not expecting, I had no expectations. I didn't know what the possibilities were. And so once I lost my job, my husband's job started getting worse and worse and worse, and he was super underappreciated and was just having a really tough time at work. And so he was going through like Sundays were horrible. It was Sunday nights were horrible, but it started like trickling into like Sundays during the day just because he knew he had to go to work the next day. And then it started getting to where we couldn't even enjoy his Saturday night together because he was just knowing that the next morning was Sunday and then he had to go back to work the next day. And so finally this last March we decided, we gave it a year, and we're like, we're going to get you out of your job in a year. And it only took us about 5 months. He has now been home for about a month and a half working with me as a coach. And so now we are both full-time Beachbody coaches. We don't work full-time hours, but we get full-time pay doing it. And so it's been amazing. We just got back from Arizona. We were flown out there. Everything was paid for through Beachbody. It was their annual leadership retreat. And he had actually asked off work for that. This was before he had finally decided to leave and put his 2 weeks in, and was told that he couldn't have off work to go. And so it was really great to have him put his 2 weeks in and have him be able to go to Arizona. The Beachbody has just been, I can't even stress how amazing becoming a coach has been. The people that I've met, I mean, some of my closest friends now I've met through Beachbody, either as customers or coaches, or, even people that aren't even on our team, just that I meet at different events and different functions. It's just, I've grown so much as a person. Like, I used to be, and still pretty am, I'm a pretty shy person. I'm a pretty like socially awkward person. If you had ever told me that I'd be doing webinars or doing videos, I would have thought you were crazy. And now I do it with no problem. I sit in front of my computer, I say this is going to help somebody, and then I push play. And it's so easy for me to do because it's something I'm passionate about and I absolutely love it. We've traveled all over. This past March, Beachbody sent us on a cruise, and the March before that, they sent us to Disney, and it was Scott's first time at Disney, and they gave us park passes, and it was really, really great. We had never been to Vegas before. We've been to Vegas 3 times now with Beachbody. We've never been to Nashville. Beachbody's sending us to Nashville next July. Next April, we're going to Cancun with Beachbody. I had never been to California before, and I've been to California, I think, 4 times now, and I've only been a coach for 2.5 years. And so it's really, really amazing, the possibilities and just what you can do with this. And so I really, really, urge you guys to look at this and think of what your goals are. Think of where you see yourself in 5 years. And this is what I did for myself. It was like, okay, where do I see myself in 5 years? What do I want happening in 5 years? And is what I'm doing right now going to get me there? And so that was really the catalyst for change for me. I wasn't happy, and I knew I needed to change something. So I really urge you guys just to go for this, jump in full force, and I really hope to be introducing you guys into our General Coach Group Facebook page later on after this boot camp. Or even, you don't need to wait until the full 7 days are up unless you really want to. But feel free to ask me any questions. You can send me a friend request on Facebook, send me a message. I'm here to answer all of your questions. This is something I'm truly, truly passionate about, and I absolutely love my job. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. And like I said, I hope you guys all really take advantage of this because it has been a completely amazing opportunity. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.